If I open up the box and go into the weeds, this is what's referred to as a cross-functional flow chart, also called a swim lane chart. You can see it in your books. You can't read it up here very easily, but one thing that's very important is these lines that run across the page are the segregation points between different functions. This is a handoff. This is a handoff. This is a handoff. There are two things that go wrong at handoffs, and you're going to want to write this down. This will be on the test tomorrow. Okay? So I want you to know all the answers to all the questions. When I hand something off from this person to this person, these two different departments are speaking different business languages. If this is the legal department, this is the accounting department, this is the operational department, when you are talking to me in legalese and I'm an ops guy, do I understand everything you're talking about? I pick up bits and pieces. It's like, I know enough German to be dangerous, and I can pick up and string together a sentence. I know enough Spanish to be dangerous, but I pick up the words I hear, but I don't understand the whole sentence. And so what you said is not what I heard. And so the first failure that occurs at every handoff tends to be is signal distortion or a miscommunication, because what you said is not what I heard, but what I act upon is what I heard. This happens quite often in relationships, particularly marriages, as you get older. Because my wife says something, and then I immediately fill in the blank what I want her to say, not necessarily what she is saying. And I act upon what I heard, which is what I filled in the blanks, not necessarily what her actual intent is. So we don't have kids in the house anymore, so now we have to record every conversation, so we have proof. This is what I actually said, this is not what you heard, so that we can have validation of what the actual signal was. If it's not a communication failure, it's that these two folks, as well as these guys and gals, all report to different people who have different priorities. And so when you give me your number one priority, the first thing I do is I assess it compared to all the other stuff that's in my bucket, and I reprioritize the work, which means hurry up and wait, hurry up and wait, hurry up and wait, because work gets reprioritized. And so something that should have taken 5 minutes to complete from start to finish could take 5 weeks, because it took 5 effort weeks, it just took me 5 weeks to finally get around to it because it wasn't one of my number one priorities. So anytime you have multiple handoffs, you're going to have signal distortion issues. What you said is not what I heard. And the second one is it gets reprioritized, which means we have protracted amount of time to complete tasks that shouldn't be. This is why if you can take a document and hand walk it through to get all the approvals, and you can do that in 5 minutes, it shouldn't be taking 5 weeks to get the same thing done when the process performs the way it's been designed.